Hey, welcome back to Ben in Berlin. So this week, a bit of a different episode. I feel like I keep saying that at the moment, but Berlin has just entered lockdown. So I'm going to do something that I've been planning to do for a little while, and it involves these two sticks. Now, if you've seen a video from a couple of weeks ago where I go into Buchenwald Glumseen, and if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link in the box below, I found these sticks on the path. And what I want to do is basically tidy these up, so make them nice and neat. Potentially with this one, turn it into some sort of table decoration. So imagine that in the center of the table. Cut some holes into it to hold some candles, but I'm not sure it's going to work. Also, to make things interesting, to neaten up the ends, I haven't got a saw, but what I have got is two Swiss Army knives and a Leatherman or a handyman. A knife sharpener, just in case they go blunt while we try and do this. So we're going to start with the smaller piece of wood, so I'll get rid of this one for now. So what I want to do basically with the ends is make it straight. And you obviously would usually just with a saw, but I haven't got a saw, as I say, and so we're just going to see what happens if we try and cut through with some smaller knives. Just try and sharpen it up and see if we can try and cut through this piece of wood without it splintering off. So, and obviously, safety reasons, guys, don't do this at home, unless you really want to. And yeah, I've been using Swiss Army knives for a long, long time, and that doesn't mean that I know how to use them correctly, maybe. But I'm pretty careful, keep the blade away from your hands, basically. Right, well, let's try and cut in. So, yeah, this could take a long time. So maybe as expected, the Swiss Army knives didn't really do the job, but don't worry, because we now have a saw. So let's carry on and try and finish these now. So I've just been sanding down the ends just to make it a bit smoother. Now these bits of bark, I quite like the smoothness of the wood as it is, and I do quite like the bark as well, but I'm just wondering if I try and take a bit off, how it looks underneath. And I think it'll probably just come off it comes off my hand. So that's most of the rough bark taken off, and you can hopefully see just how smooth this is. Now I could leave it there, and that would be, you just put it as a table decoration in the center of a, well, literally I'll show you. So if you imagine tables laid out, You have to find the right, probably like that. Just a bit of nature inside the home. But I have an idea, which I've admittedly never tried before, and I'm not sure if it will work, but my idea, and I'm not sure whether to clean this first of the mud, and I'll probably clean it afterwards, is to carve some holes or grooves in this. Not very deep at all, with the idea being that you would stick a tea light along here. But no, I think I'm going to try it. I'm going to work out the best way this sits on the table, and then try and make a couple little grooves in this, and yeah, see how it looks. The note to self: need a smaller saw, because as you can see, really hard to get into this groove, which I'll now try and sand down, and let's see. But also notice there's a crack just along the wood here, and I don't know if that's coming out on the camera, and it's just slightly getting wider as I play around with this. So I was going to put 3 of these grooves in for 3 tea lights, but yeah, I might not do any more, so it'll look a bit odd just having the 1 tea light, but let's see. So we're now losing the light, so I'm wrapping this up quite quickly, and this this crack is pretty bad, so I can't really do any more work on this, but I've tidied up the groove a bit. Still got lots of cuts in, but my hope is that when you've got the candle in there, it'll just sit nicely, and hopefully hide those grooves in the wood for now. And I'm pretty happy with the ends. They've turned out after my disastrous attempt with the Swiss Army knives. These have worked out okay. So, and I've got one more stick to work on, so maybe that'll be the next video. But let's light this up. There we go. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you very soon. All the very best. Just